Hi guys, I'm Michelle Nicol. I'm here to bring you a strength, mobility, and stretch practice. It's a combination of mobility work, body weight strength, and stretching. So we're gonna start kneeling on your mat. You're gonna take your toes underneath to tuck, and you're gonna start to stretch your fingers forward. So just finding a really nice long line here from the back of your head to your tailbone. Keep stretching your fingers front, and then here, feel the separation in your toe joint and your foot. Nice opening there into the feet. Start to draw your heels a little bit closer together, having that big toe tucked underneath. And focusing here on your inhales and exhales. Inhale for a count of 3. Feel the sides of your body expand, and then as you exhale, think about pushing the floor away, pushing your sit bones further back to your heels. 2 more breaths just like this. Inhale, fill up for 3. Exhale, ground your hands a little bit more firmly into the mat and push the sit bones further back. 1 more cycle just like that. Inhale. And big exhale. From here, we're gonna take it into what's called a kneeling spinal wave. You're gonna start to pull your sit bones away from your heels. You're rounded through the spine. You slowly start to shift forward, let the shoulders come past the wrists. Start to untuck the toes. Start to drop the hips. Start to lift your chest up and start to extend up and forward. Chin can tip up. Then tuck the chin back in. Push the hands through the floor, roll through the upper, middle, lower part of the spine. When you get with the hips over top of the heels, tuck the toes and push back. We'll go again, articulating every little movement through the spine, using the breath to guide the movement, roll through. Exhale to pull back. Hands push through floor, roll through the upper, middle, lower part of the spine. Hips come back towards the heels. Next breath, you're gonna shift forward. You're gonna take your right foot and step it to the outside of your right hand. Come high onto the tips of your fingers and pick up your left knee. Okay, here, shift forward and shift back. Shift forward and shift back and hold. Squeeze the left glute a lot. Drive the heel away and hold. Take a full breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale, drive that heel further away. Take your right hand to your thigh. Plant your left hand flat, twist. Shoulders ideally here are stacked, and reach that right arm up. As you exhale, you'll twist. Take your right elbow to the inside of the knee or sink it a little lower, get down towards the floor. Inhale, come up, stretch, reach. Exhale, twist, sink deep. Use the breath, guide the movement. Inhale, come up to reach. Exhale, plant the right hand to the inside of your right foot. Circle that leg back behind. Okay, shoulders are over the wrists here. Fingers are spread super wide. Locked out solid, core is engaged. Heels are driving away. Long line from the back of your head to your tailbone. Stay strong here. Okay, you're gonna micro bend the elbows. 1, 2, hold it, and push back up. Okay, now come to the knees. We'll go again. We're gonna bend the elbows, this time 30, 60, 90 degrees, hold, push up. Use the breath. Getting a little bit more heated here. We go again, lower 1, 2, 3, hold it, drive, push up. We're going 2 more times. Options to stay here or come up full plank. Lower down, 1, 2, hold, push up halfway, lower back down, push up all the way, lower 1, 2, hold, push back up. Lift your hips up high, come into this A-frame shape. Take a deep bend into your right knee and drop your left heel. Ears are in line with the biceps. Feel the separation. Look at your foot in the toe joint in the foot on the right side. Then we switch, left heel up. Right heel drops down. Okay, switch and switch. Bend both knees, shift back forward to plank, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Come high onto the tips of the fingers, look forward, shift forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Drive the heel away, squeeze the glute. Breathe here. Letting that breath be consistent. Noticing if you've stopped, you're holding your breath, you might have gone too far. Take one more in. And as you exhale, try to plant your right hand flat. Take your left hand to your left thigh. Twist. Reach that arm up. Find length. As you exhale, twist. Elbow to inside of knee or sink low. Inhale, come up to reach. Exhale, twist, sink deep. One more reach. Plant that left hand down. Soften your right knee to the floor. Walk your hands to the right. You're pivoting and twisting now. Left leg is out to the side. Right knee draws down. Walk your fingers forward. Push the sit bones back. Working to have a straight spine here. Keep reaching the fingers forward. Actively here, think about pushing the outside edge of your left foot into the floor. Having those toes point straight forward. Push back and then shift up. Okay, again, we'll push back, finding a little bit more depth. Shift front. One more, shift back and hold. Here, anchor the palms in a little bit more firmly to the floor. You're gonna alternate by now drawing the inside arch of your foot into the ground, so hold there. 1, 2, 3, and then switch. Push outside edge of your foot in the floor, like you're trying to peel your foot away. If this is too much this low, come up a little higher. We'll go again, push inside arch in, peeling the foot off, and then exhale, push outside edge of foot in the floor, like you're trying to peel your foot away. One more, inside edge pushes in, and then exhale, push outside edge. Okay, we're gonna come with a passive lift off here. The goal is just imagine even lifting that leg up off the ground. Good chance it might not happen. We're gonna pause, breath in, pack the air in, and just see if you can lift the leg up off the ground without shifting anything in the hip. Hold 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Walk the hands forward, push the hips back away. Okay, recover, walk the hands back in. We'll go one more time, ground here. See if you can lift the leg up. Hold 1, 2, 3, and lower back down. Pivot, switch, walk your hands over towards the right side. You're now on your right knee, left leg's back behind. Take your right shin on a 45-degree angle, slide the foot back, high pigeon pose here. Keep driving that heel away and hold. Now, softening that left knee down to the floor. Hips stay square, shoulders are square. See if you can take your arms up and away. You're gonna start to reach forward and pause here. Holding 3, holding 2, 1. Come up a little bit higher. And then exhale, come back down. Holding 3, holding 2, holding 1. Come back up. One more time, we come forward, find a little bit more depth, hold 3, 2, 1. Plant the hands, tuck your left toes under, walk your hands front, shift front. Parallel with that right shin, left knee comes to meet, spin back, and we'll go to the other side. So extending your right leg out, left knee comes down, walk your hands forward, shift your hips back, and shift back front. Rocking here a few times. Forward and back again, thinking about trying to keep those toes facing forward. And we pause back here and hold. Anchor outside edge of foot in the floor. See if you can push the ground away, push the sit bones back, and keep the core engaged. Then see if you can push inside arch of foot into the floor. Hold 3, and switch, outside edge pushes in. Switch inside edge, peel the foot, and then peel the foot open. 3. Good, slowly walk your hands back in. We'll pivot over to the left side. Okay, right heel's behind right sit bone. Take a look, check that out. Take your left shin on a 45-degree angle. Start to glide that foot back. hips are square. Drive the heel away, squeeze the glute and hold. Breath is smooth. See if you can even relax here in the face a little. Maybe come in, curl the corners of your mouth up, a little smile. Ease in that upper body. Then soften that back knee, untuck the back toes. Okay, from here, we work with challenging that internal strength system, coming up, balance, hold, and see if you can lean forward. 1, 2, 3, come on up. Work for a little bit more depth, come forward. 1, 2, 3, rise. Come down. 1, 2, 3, hold. Come up all the way. Plant the hands, tuck your right toes, pick up the right knee, walk your hands forward, pivot the shin back. Take 2 knees together, tuck your toes back underneath, come into a tiny little squat, bounce a couple times, and then draw the knees back forward. Here we're working into the foot. If it's too much, you take yourself further towards the floor. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, come back up and stack the torso. You can soften the eyes here. Tell yourself you're breathing in when you're breathing in, count of 3. Breathing out when you're breathing out, count of 5. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 5. Come forward, take your hands back down, pat out the tops of your feet, make circles into your ankles a few times. Tuck the toes back under, come up all the way here, spin front. You're gonna be on your left knee and your right foot's gonna be down, half kneeling position, okay? Back toes can stay tucked or untucked, you choose. Right arm is gonna come up, left arm is gonna come up, okay? Pause here, take your right hand and then take it to the outside of your rib cage. We're gonna work shoulder joint socket, trying to keep the shoulders square, hips are square. Okay, this hand at the top is gonna start to externally rotate outwards. Okay, slowly here start to draw a circle back behind, focusing only on that shoulder. Hand comes back down alongside the body. We flip the palm internally, so pinky comes in, draw the arm cross body, inhale, come up. Radiating tension through the rest of the body. Exhale, pivot, circle arm back and around. Okay, coming up here, stand. Both heels are gonna lift, rise, come up all the way, slowly lower back down. Heels come back up, slowly lower and up. Pause and hold. Good. Take your arms front, turn your palms down, start to bend into your knees, come down halfway, bounce a couple times. Hands to your thighs, drop your heels, heel toe your feet apart. You're gonna peel your feet open, toes are spread nice and wide, and then close, knees come together. Open, and then close. Again, open. Okay, pause here, and then shift the weight onto the balls of the feet. Draw your knees together. Roll to the inside arches of the feet. Back to your heels, pull the knees apart. Come back, around and through. Snap, crackle, pop maybe, that's okay. Working through that ankle, working through the knees, working through the toes. Good, we'll shift other way. Back, round, and through. Back, round, and through. We'll pause here. Feel all 4 corners of your feet. Start to lift the torso back up. Arms come front. Pick up the heels. Now draw your knees together. Squeeze your knees together. Now start to slide like you're bringing your back along the wall behind you. Come down, bounce a couple times. Push the knees together, come all the way back up, just as slow. Knees come apart, arms up, drop the heels. Good, hands are gonna come onto your hips. You're gonna take your left foot front, right foot behind. Come down to that half kneeling position here. Take your right arm out to the side. Left hand catches the rib cage. Palm starts by facing in this time. Use your breath, bring in. Pack the air in. You radiate tension the rest of the body so everything stays square. Then hand comes across the body. Up. Internal rotation. External rotation at the top. Try to avoid creating just a big circle to make a big circle. We're focusing here on driving through that joint socket. Good, open, cross body, Breathing through. Turn the palm in, turn the palm away, back and around. Good, slowly come up all the way here to stand. Okay, we're gonna turn, we're gonna come into a lunging position. Right foot forward, left foot back behind. Back heel is lifted. Start to soften that left knee so shoulder is over the hip. Draw your arms up and hold. You're slowly gonna lower down 1, 2, 3, then rise, 2, 3. Push through that front heel, full extension through the leg. As we lower, 1, 2, 3, hold here, turn your palms forward, bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale to come up and reach. Use the breath, exhale to come down and hold. Lean forward, find full extension through that left leg, reach the arms front. Lift the chest, look up. See if you can reach a little bit further to try to bring that right knee to track past big toe and second toe. Pushing the ball of the left foot in the floor, we start to extend through the front leg, pull the elbows back, stack up tall, use a breath. Inhale, drive forward to reach, find length, squeeze the back glute, push the heel away, come on up. One more, reach forward, hold. Soften that left knee, take your hands to the inside of that right foot, heel toe the foot out to the side, untuck your back toes, bend your elbows, 1, 2, 3, push back up, lower down, 1, 2, 3, hold it, push back up, tuck your left toes, pick up your left knee, steady, solid in the feet, hands can come onto the thigh, soften that left knee, torso comes up, hands to heart, arms to T, big breath in. Exhale, now twist towards the right. Circle sweep, arm alongside the body. Hands pull back in. Arms back wide, breath in. Exhale, twist towards the right. Once you can't go any further, start to straighten through that left leg, reach your right fingers front, hold. Then draw that arm along cross body. Find one spot steady to focus your gaze. Feel all that weight into the right foot and fly. Left leg is high, point through the toes, stabilize here, take your arms wide. Now flex your back foot, bend your right knee, 1, 2, 3, spring up. Lower down, 1, 2, 3, spring up. Lower, 1, 2, 3, spring up. Cross your leg over, ankle over right thigh. Hands can be on hips for balance. You can catch a pole, you can catch a wall, and then start to push your sit bones back and away, working into that outside of the right glute, glute med here. Nice stretch, foot is flexed. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Come back up to stand. Okay, other side. So left foot forward, right foot back. Steady, solid here like you're on train tracks. Back heel is lifted, arms come up. Steady, breath, lower down, 1, 2, 3, hold. Right shoulder again over the right hip, the glute is engaged. You should feel this in your right hip flexor. Turn the palms forward, bend your elbows, squeeze. Inhale, come up, rise, reach. Good, exhale, come down, lower, hold. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, come down and pause. Okay, take your arms wide, big breath in. Big breath out, come all the way down to the floor. Squeeze the glute a little bit more. Take your hands to inside of that foot. Untuck your back toes. Heel toe that foot out to the side to create a little bit more space, and then we bend the elbows. 1, 2, 3, push back up. Lower, 1, 2, hold. Neck is soft, jaws relaxed. Breathe into any sensation and push back up. Tuck your right toes, pick up the knee, take your hands to your left thigh to rise back up all the way. Arms come up, steady, solid feet. Bend that back knee, arms wide to the side, big breath in. As you exhale, twist towards the left. Sweep arm alongside the body, arms come back up, arms come back out. Twist left, hold. Sweep arm alongside the body, start to extend through that right leg. Long line from the fingertips to your back tailbone. Feel into your left heel. Maybe bounce a couple times. Steady, solid, fly, right leg high. Point through the toes, stretch through the fingers. Hip bones pointing down, hold 3, 2, 1. Arms back wide energy, flex the back foot. Bend your left knee, 1, 2, 3, spring up. Lower, 1, 2, 3, spring up. Feet come together, shake it out. Good way to shake it out, bring the arms up. Big breath in, exhale, let everything go, sweep through. Inhale up, exhale, let it go. One more like that, inhale up. This time we'll come down, round through right. 2 times. And then left, 2 times. Good, hang out at the bottom here. Just let everything dangle, let your head, you can shake it yes, shake it no, let any tension here go. And just shift the weight forward and back into the feet a few times. And then ground the feet flat, take your hands to your thighs, draw your back up flat, half back position, lean forward a little bit more and push your sit bones away. As you're pushing your sit bones away and packing your shoulder blades down your back, you should feel the activation in the hamstrings, about a 7 or 8 out of 10 stretch. Just hold here. And then come back, hinge all the way to fold. You're gonna roll up to stand, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Imagine me tapping every little vertebrae of your spine as you come up all the way. Come up to stand, and then we'll take a giant step, taking your feet back wide. Toes are facing forward to start. Arms come front, okay? Then turn your right foot onto an angle. Okay, from here, start to bend into your right knee. Let it track over top of big toe and second toe and push your sit bones away. Okay, actively pushing outside edge of right foot into the floor. Hold here. You're gonna straighten through that leg. 1, 2, 3. Lower down. 1, 2, 3. Rise. One more time, come down and lower. Hold. Now stay low, shift over to the other side, turn your right toes front, turn your left foot on an angle, hold here. Okay, rise. 1, 2, 3. Lower. 2, 3. Think about pushing outside edge of that right foot to the floor. Rise. And lower and hold. Okay, breath here. 3, 2, 1. Come up all the way. You're going to turn your toes out. Heels are going to come in. Arms are going to come up high into a V. And then bend your knees. Bend your elbows. Pick up your right heel. Pick up your left heel. Pick up both heels. Hold and straighten through the arms. Now we turn the corners of your mouth up. Gratitude here for these strong legs beneath you. Working. Hold steady. Use that breath. And drop the heels. Take your arms front. Make fists with your hands. Establish connection with the floor. So wiggle a little to get into this if you need to. And then pick up your left heel. We're going to slowly internally rotate that knee in. And then pull it back out. Drop the heel. Right heel up. Internal rotation. Pull it in. Pull it back out. Drop the heel. Left heel up. Internally rotate. Maybe a little more of a twist. Pull it back out. Other side. Heel up. Internally rotate. Pull it back out. Take your arms wide. Straighten through the legs. Turn your toes front. Heel toe your feet back together. Okay. From here, open the hands. You're going to internally rotate the hands in and externally pull out. So you're working through that shoulder. Internal. Good. External. One more. Roll in and out. Take your arms up. Bend the elbows to touch the back of your shoulder blades. Then reach the arms back up. Take the arms wide. Flip the palms. Knuckles turn forward. Bend the elbows. Take hands to touch low back. Arms back out. Rotate front. Reach up. Bend and come down. Arms come back out. Arms come to the sides. Take your hands back behind you. Interlock your fingers. Draw your knuckles down. Little bend in the knees. Hinge forward here and fold. Hands pull away. Hands come to your low back. Release the grip. Fingers come down. Little tiny squat. Bounce a couple times to make your way all the way onto your backs. Plant your feet flat. Come to lie on your back. Take your arms wide out to the sides. Pick up your hips. Lift them off the floor. Feel the back of your head in the ground. Take your hands underneath you. Interlock your fingers and jimmy the shoulder blades underneath. Feel your belly rising and falling. Let that inhale come in for a count of 3. Look at the belly rise. Notice the belly fall. Gently release your hands, lower your back onto the floor, extend your left leg straight, hug your right knee in, give it a nice, great, big, tight squeeze. Left hand stays, right arm to the side, draw the leg over to the left and twist. Try to keep your right shoulder blade connected on the ground. Little soft bend into your right elbow, stretch your fingertips away and breathe into your right armpit. Gently assist that leg back into the center, extend your right leg straight and hug your left knee in. Interlock fingers on the shin. Nice, great, big, tight squeeze. Both feet are flexed. Think about drawing your thigh away from the belly and the rib cage. Right hand's gonna stay left arm to the side. Draw a leg over to the right and twist. And thinking about connecting shoulder blade to the floor, little bend in the elbow, stretch the fingers away. Imagine I came and tapped your left armpit. Breathe there. Gently draw the leg back into the center. Take a second, let your legs come out wide, arms out to the sides. Just let the whole body here sink into the floor for these next few breaths. Coming back to notice your inhales and your exhales here. Scan the entire body. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. You can reach your arms over your head, get nice and long like you're waking up for the second time today. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Rolling onto one side. Cradle your head into your arm. Take a second to reset. Second of gratitude for having the chance to move your body, connect, and then just gently push yourself up. And we'll finish with that today. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers.